Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Corbin gets the start for Arizona in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, like a lot of guys, Matty, Patrick Corbin all the way back from Tommy John surgery. From the left side, good fastball, 93 to 95. Little overhand curveball. Will throw an occasional slider. His best off-speed pitch might be the straight changeup. He needs to use all 4 pitches. You'll know if he's on early, getting a lot of swings and misses on that fastball down in the zone.
Here's the first pitch to him. And underway from the desert as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken here for ball 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Villar. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin, batting .500, 5 for 10. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a ball.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He had an on-base percentage of over .450 last month. There are a lot of things you can look at in this game, but that's one thing that just stands out. If you're getting on base that much, you're not making a lot of outs.
In is Christian Yelich. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Cain stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Met fields it cleanly. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
At the plate, Domingo Santana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Swings through the slider there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First delivery to him on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's 1 for 3. 1-1 to count. A runner on first with 2 away. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Brewers 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Zach Davies gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here's Jerrod Dyson. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
1-1 is taken for strike 2. The 1-2. Soft liner to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
So coming to the plate, David Peralta, and we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Cue shot here out towards short. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's 1 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. Dyson stands at first with 1 out. One and 1 to count to Jake Lamb. Lamb, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a two-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a strike. First and second now, one man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Yelich. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
Third baseman, Christian Walker.
So stepping in, Christian Walker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Nero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Not close. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0. Catches the inside corner for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
The 2-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Cain will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. On to the second inning here in the desert, all tied at 1-1. standing in, Manny Pena. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Now the pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
Settling in now, Jesus Aguilar took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Now had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. One out, nobody on. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's gone 2 for 5. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Alex Avila.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A ball and a strike. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Weak roller right side. To his right, Aguilar. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Into the box, Nick Ahmed. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
1-0.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, Edgar Patrick Corbin.
Now to the plate, Patrick Corbin. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball right side. VR takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We've played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Thanks again for joining us from inside the air-conditioned Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Digging in, Zach Davies. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Soft liner towards short, and 1 gone.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Stepping up now, Lorenzo Cain. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. So digging in now, Jonathan VR. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. A high fastball is in there.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Popped him up. Marte has a play, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Now at the plate, Jerrod Dyson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Center fielder, Jerrod Dyson.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Lined into left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Peralta.
Stepping into the box, David Peralta, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Ground ball to second. This could be two. He's got it. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Digging in, Jake Lamb. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high.
One strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
2 out, nobody on. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Now the 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, Debo, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
In there at the knees, strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
A 1-1. Misses. Ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Thought it was ball 4, but it's in there. 3-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical, if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Right there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball 1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he lays off for ball one. One and two for Christian Yelich. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full. Domingo Santana will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Lamb in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a pop-up now. Ahmed calls for it. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 16, Domingo Santana.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded, foul. Drives it out to deep right center field. Chasing after it is Dyson, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he lifts it in the air to right field. Escobar in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Stepping in, Manny Pena, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Santana stands at second with 2 gone. 3-0 now.
3-0.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Up next for Milwaukee, first baseman,
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Standing in, Orlando Arcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Brewers leave them loaded. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Now at the plate, Alex Avila. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Catcher, Alex Avila.
First pitch on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Coming in on it is Cain. He's there and records the first down. Opportunity now to peer into the future plans for the Brewers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Patrick Corbin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Corbin has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
1-2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's Jerrod Dyson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Pena has it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Ready once again, David Peralta, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Dyson at second with 2 down. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready with the payoff pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We played 4. It's now 2-1 Arizona. Next for Milwaukee, Zach Davies. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. way
1 ball, 2
outside.
strikes.
1-2. Swing and a liner. Just foul. Now another 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1. And no offer there from Cain, and he's aboard. It's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Marte takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. In is Christian Yelich. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First pitch of the at bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at bat. It's ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Our score remains 2-1. Stepping up to the plate, Jake Lamb. It was a walk in his last trip.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
First offering on its way. And that one right down Main Street. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Two and 1 to count. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2-2.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
1 out, nobody on. Payoff pitch one more time. And awfully close there on 3 and 2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Striding in once again, Christian Walker. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Walker stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Santana is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Escobar, the runner at first with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now. Line towards center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Arizona. They lead it 2-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Domingo Santana. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
The batter, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. At the plate, Manny Pena. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 1.
1-1.
And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Outside.
The 3-1 pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, first baseman.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. 2 out with the man at first. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Pena, the runner at third. Aguilar on at second with 2 down. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Ryan Braun will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Ryan Braun.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two out, bases loaded. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially with bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Into the box, Lorenzo Cain, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Silvino Bracho is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Silvino Bracho.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Tough play for Ahmed, and he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And that's too high, ball 2.
This is worst case scenario for the pitcher. As the offensive player, man, smile on your face knowing you're sitting fastball right down the middle.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. Bracho, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 3-0. is a fastball looked at for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Hot shot down the line. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
So striding forward now, Christian Yelich, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The 0-1 delivery. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Dyson is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Brewers 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. Oliver Drake enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Up next for Arizona, Alex Avila comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, now this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Who knows the count?
Count. The pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Striding in, Nick Ahmed. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Drake, a 6'4" right-hander. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
0-2, here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
The batter, Hector Silvino Bracho.
Now batting, Silvino Bracho. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way out in front. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Sent out to straightaway center field. Cain is under it, and that retires the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up, as there's our game summary to this point. Now in the box, Domingo Santana. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
Domingo Santana.
First delivery to him on the way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. The 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Escobar has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
The 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Manny Pena, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. On the ground to the left side. Lamb comes up with it. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Milwaukee, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. T.J. McFarland is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
T.J. McFarland.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Dyson's there, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Boone Logan is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Jet Bandy is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Here's Jerrod Dyson. His previous meetings with Boone Logan, he's 1 for 2.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Logan is a guy known for his lights out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out. I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. He'll try it again, 3-2. This is skied into short left center. Yelich comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Striding into the box, David Peralta. He went down on strikes last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. He's a heater in there for a strike. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. The 3-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Ah, way to get dirty. Wow. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Digging in once again, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And a fastball just a bit high. Grounded back up the middle. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. Throw. Got him. And that's a gorgeous play. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our two starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's late. He's safe. That was a big-time stab. There was just too much speed getting down the line.
So frustrating, B-Roll. You make a good pitch, and you get these guys that can run around, and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden, it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
No balls and a strike to count. And he misses with it. 1-1. The 1-2. This is foul right side. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
So coming to the plate, Christian Yelich, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Working to keep them in the game here. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. Josh Hader is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
Leading off the inning, Eduardo Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Eduardo Escobar.
First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Ready now, Christian Walker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Escobar leads off second with nobody out. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
1-1.
The 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The 2-1 home. Chopped weakly to the left. Shaw gloves it. And there's one down now.
The batter, second baseman,
and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This one's flared toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Escobar is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a one-run ball game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
0-1 the count. One out, one on in a one-run game. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. VR on the grass, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Stepping into the box, Nick Ahmed. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Bandy is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We've played 8 full. It's the Brewers 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. Archie Bradley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Digging in, Domingo Santana. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Lifted into center field. Dyson's there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis.
Ready for another shot now. Travis Shaw. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. The 2-1 home. He's outside for a ball. The 3-1. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and guaranteed fastball let it eat.
Eric Thames will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Eric Cain.
Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
1-1.
Shaw, base runner at first with 1 out. Missed with a breaking ball. Thames stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled off. The 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Milwaukee leaves 1, and it remains a 4-3 game. Corey Knebel enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
Daniel Descalso will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Daniel Descalso.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 1-1. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Arcia is calling for it. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jerrod Dyson. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Now at the plate, David Peralta. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Arizona down to its last strike. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Two out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and the course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Swing hard liner to left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. Garcia fields it cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Brad Boxberger takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Brad Boxberger.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. One out, nobody on. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Boxberger stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
High in the air out to center field. Dyson's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Jacob Barnes comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. So striding in, Christian Walker. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Christian Walker.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Santana is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and two strikes. Lifted down the line in left. Yelich on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw into second. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only one away.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Hit down the line at first. Gets dirty and gloves it. Takes it himself, and he got him. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought.
Great diving stop down there at first to get the out. If that ball gets to the outfield, the whole complexion of this inning drastically changes.
Digging in now, Nick Ahmed. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Santana on the move. He's got it as the winning run is stranded to end the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains tied at 4. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Jorge De La Rosa takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 29, Jorge De La Rosa.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In is Christian Yelich. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. His career line against De La Rosa, he's got 1 hit in 16 tries. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. One out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. The 1-0. Ties him up inside with a good fastball. Hit to short. Ahmed has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4. John Jay is up off the bench here to start the home half of the 11th as he'll try to get on base as the possible winning run. In there, 0-1. He enters play here at 288, 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Jay behind 0-2 now.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Bendy recovers, and the throw is wide. Just one away still as he gets on base after some poor defense following the strikeout. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first in time, one away.
The batter, left fielder, David Peralta.
Digging in to try it again, David Peralta. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 0-1. Flying toward right center. Oh, he misses it. Here comes the winning run for the plate. The relay, and they've come back to win it here in 11 innings.
Well, you know, once a man's standing at third, there's a million ways to get him home. But to lose a game like that, painful to say the least. But in the other dugout, they'll take it any way they can get it.
And, guys, the D-backs offensively were led this afternoon by the man you see here, Alex Avila. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest difference maker, so he gets the nod in this one.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Jorge De La Rosa gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. The victorious Diamondbacks, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Brewers, 4 runs on 10 hits. 2 errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 5-4. Pedro Baez collected win number 2 on the year as the Boys in Blue took care of the Marlins 5-4. The San Francisco Giants grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-1. The Cubs hit 3 long balls as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-2. The Yankees completed a short 2-game sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-1. The Blue Jays finished off a 2-game sweep as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-2. The Pirates allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-1. The Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-3. The Baltimore Orioles completed a short 2-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-2. Carlos Carrasco got the W and now has 5 this year as the Indians took care of Detroit 3-1. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The Rays combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 1-0. The St. Louis Cardinals put up 16 hits on the day as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they blasted the Astros 7-1. Sin-Shu Chu was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 6-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Dodgers earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-2. The Padres smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-4. The Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-4. The Chicago Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-6. The Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 6-5. The A's amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 10-5. The Chicago White Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-2. The Tampa Bay Rays put together 10 total hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-3. David Phelps grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Mariners got past the Tigers 3-2. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.